Hey guys, it's Sebastian, and today we are going to talk about how to save some money on your next trip to Bora Bora. For this trip, we ended up using points and certificate nights for the hotels, and then here we wanted to save some money on the excursions and other activities and food and stuff like that. We went from San Francisco to Los Angeles to fly to Tahiti, and now we are in BOP Airport after taking a 1-hour flight from Tahiti. For a lot of people, if you want to save money, this is going to be the point where that really starts off. The other big benefit is that even if you don't care about nickeling and diming yourself, this is still the optimal strategy to me. Before I dive into everything, if you are someone who likes videos like this, feel free to give this a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel. When you land, the first thing you're going to see is a bunch of different stalls by most of the hotel chains. Before you get here, once you make a reservation, one of the things they tell you is mandatory is that you have to take a shuttle. But in most cases, if you go on forums, they tell you that it's actually not the case. Even though they might say it's mandatory, it really isn't. The prices of these shuttles can be pretty expensive, and again, it's still not the optimal strategy, even if you don't mind paying that rates. Instead of going directly to the resort, what we're going to do is to go into the main city, and then from the main city, go to the resort. If you do it the other way, then you're taking an extra step, and then for a lot of places, you might be paying for a boat ride for no reason, and it just doesn't really make sense. The reason we're heading in here is because it's very cheap to buy alcohol and some other snacks and groceries if you need anything, if you didn't bring enough. Also, it's very cheap to book excursions because you're not paying a premium to the hotel. There might be excursions where the hotels want to charge you $120 or $150 for, but if you book it directly with the locals, it's going to be $50, $60, $70, half the price.
The free boat will stand over there. It's on the way. It's Sebby catamaran, and you have Bora Bora name on it.
Thank you.
If you want, you can put just your luggage on the trolley over there.
I think we waited about 10 minutes for the shuttle to get here, so there is a bit of a delay, but for the most part, they're coming because there's a flight that landed and they're bringing locals, they're bringing other people who want to go into the main city, and it's a free service. We'll jump to some travel vlog footage, but one thing to be careful about once you get there is not to take taxi rides just because people are there. They'll tell you lies because they want customers. We'll talk more about that once we get there though. Air conditioning. So upstairs. Oh. Are we allowed up there?
Right.
What happened? It's really wet. Boat ride is pretty short, about 20 minutes, and if you don't want to get wet or to get your camera wet, I'd recommend not going to the front or going upstairs just because the boat is moving pretty quickly. One thing you guys will notice once we get to Vaitape is that there's going to be a few water drops on the lens that I didn't notice until editing this video. Also, if you're someone trying to do a budget vacation, maybe you're staying at Airbnbs or other smaller properties, this is also going to be the boat you're taking. This boat ride took, if you can see, 18 minutes and 40 seconds.
Continental one.
What?
El Continental one.
Sorry, what?
El Continental. What's
No.
the hotel? 2,000 for the cab. Go over there. El Continental.
Most of the taxi drivers are waiting by the visitor center, but this one was super aggressive and waiting right in front of the boats. We got pretty lucky because one of the other taxi drivers ended up telling us that no, everything is open. And she was actually the taxi driver that we ended up taking afterwards because we kind of wanted to return the favor. Oh, we'll just walk. Walk around? Nothing open yet?
Everything open.
It's open now? Hello.
Where's the nearest ATM?
Just go straight to the main street on the right side. We are here and the bank is here. If it doesn't work, you have the second one at the post office on the right side, second building. Less than 1 hour, you can do everything. The last here shop is the Pulse shop Robert Van. And the last shop here, it's across of the pharmacy.
1 hour should be good.
Oh, yes.
What time does supermarket open?
It's open 6 to 8.
Oh, they have these here.
Oh yeah, if we want to do stuff, we might want to sign up here rather than somewhere else.
Yeah, these seem cheaper than.
Yeah, from the hotel.
Yeah.
Usually it's a half day through the morning.
Mhm.
First price start to $75 US per
Okay.
person. And full day it's 100. So you have 3 stops for snorkeling, 1 at the coral garden, 1 at the race spot, and 1 at the shark spot.
Gotcha. And then do they take cash or credit card?
Both.
Both?
Depends on the companies.
Oh,
Some
okay.
have some machine for the card, some not.
Okay, got it.
But roughly, if they come and pick you up in your hotel, they take only cash because you go directly to the spot. So they don't go to the office, for the card. Or if you want, I can book for you when you really know when you want to do it. Come back here and I call them to reserve the day before.
Day before. Okay.
That's the first activities to do here, the lagoon tour. And after you have the 4x4 tour to visit the inside and the mountains.
Inside mountains. Which one is it the Lagoon Discovery?
Yeah, lagoon tour, there is different companies that make this by the same trip.
If you do want to walk around town and you don't want to carry everything, I'd recommend leaving the big luggage in the visitor center. Yes, there might be some risk, but I don't really think it was that big of a risk. And for the most part, it was just clothes. We had our cameras and stuff in our backpacks.
You can have the life jacket.
Oh, life jacket. Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
yes.
Okay, because I can't swim that well.
Would you recommend half day or a full day? Or is
It's nice for the day. Then you
Okay.
can relax and enjoy and go through. The stingray spot is very shallow, so it's 1 meter deeper,
Okay, perfect.
so you can stand up.
Okay.
And the coral garden and the shark spot is deeper. So if you don't comfortable, you can ask just for a life jacket and
Okay.
to be near the captain.
Okay, perfect.
you mentioned the ones to see the mountains as well inside?
$75 US also per person, half day trip.
Half day trip.
Yes, there is one departure in the morning at 8:30 and one at 1 o'clock. So you go all around and you have different stuff on the mountains.
And then do you know what the do you have to do gratuities here for tour guides?
If you want,
It's the traditional percent.
we don't have a percentage.
Okay.
Just give what you want.
And then we can leave stuff here while we walk around. Okay, thank you.
See you.
In terms of withdrawing money, I think it really depends on how many activities you're looking to do. He's like, town's closed. It's like, it's not closed. In the next video, we'll walk through all the shops and show you guys the prices of different items, but I would only come here once. I don't think I would go to the resorts and come back here afterwards a second time. Your goal here is to finish off everything you need to do, whether that is buying souvenirs, booking activities, withdrawing money, buying alcohol or snacks, or buying anything else that you need. On the note of souvenirs, French Polynesia is known for their black pearls. So if you are someone who wants a gift to bring home, or maybe you're buying something for your significant other, that's probably going to be the go-to gift. Depending on the resort you're staying at, the prices and the shops are going to be different, so it might make sense to shop here. I'm not an expert in this. Mandy ended up buying stuff. Her thoughts are that the IHG properties, so the intercontinental properties, their prices didn't really make sense. If you are going to the Conrad though, they have pretty good prices for the brand there. Mandy is the subject matter expert here, so she'll probably do a video in the future since we are going back pretty soon. Hopefully that was helpful, and my question for you guys is, if you're someone who's been here, what are your tips? And if you're someone who's considering this, what would you like to see us show off in the future for stuff like this? I have a lot of footage from this trip, so it's just making sure that I show you guys what you want to see. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to make sure that you get notified about new videos, subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell icon for notifications. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.